Welcome back, everybody. The time has finally arrived. Thanks to those of you that have been following along with my journey on the road to getting enough tournament tickets to actually enter a live PvP tournament with my Alolan Exeggutor theme deck. I've been really wanting to win one of these tournaments using this theme deck for a little while because it's not a deck that's commonly used. I've played a lot of games with it now, and I don't know, I really want to get one under my belt. It'll feel like an achievement. These things are not easy to win. People tend to use the most powerful deck possible, which is quite often a Charizard deck. Despite being a grass deck, I personally think the Alolan Exeggutor deck, because it's got Sand Slash in it, which is a water type attacker, and Exeggutor can deal some pretty big damage. I think if we get the right matchups, we stand a decent chance of actually winning this thing. So join me again in a minute when we found our party and we're ready to rock and roll. Wish me luck. And we're in. Let's find out who we've been matched up against. And would you believe it? It's a Charizard deck. I have defeated this deck before. If you watch some of my other videos of the Pokemon theme deck battle commentary series, you'll see that I have successfully bested this deck before, but the player didn't really seem to know what they were doing. Let's hope we get a good hand here. That's not a bad start. We've got Rattata and Raticate ready to go. Raticate is a little bit useless unless you've got a tool card, to be honest, but hey, we might get lucky with the coin flip. His Hyper Fang attack can deal up to 60 damage if you get a heads or a tails. But we've just drawn an escape board, which is an awesome start because it means that we're going to be able to 100% hit for 60 damage every single attack on the second turn. That's a really strong start to this tournament. Hopefully a good omen for the rest of it. Stick with us to find out whether my eggs get scrambled, whether my palm trees get burned down and turned into palm oil or something, or whether or not we can finally make it to glory. The prize that waits us at the end of this journey is a booster pack, I think, but it's more about the glory. It's more about winning one of these tournaments against a sea of Charizards using a deck that nobody else would ever even think or typically take into this battle. I'm going to put Furfrou on the bench. It's completely useless, but as a little bit of insurance, we're going to deal 60 damage to Yanma in the first turn. That's a great result, especially because Alolan Raticate is quite tanky. It's got 120 HP. It should be able to survive a couple of strong hits. Actually, ooh, he's coming back strong. He's not giving up. He's going to hit us for 50 and retreat straight away. We've got enough HP in the bank to take another one of those, but Yanma's a sneaky card because it can instantly go back on the bench, but he's decided not to do it. Interesting. We've pulled a Howl there, which is pretty decent. We've got a pretty disturbing amount of energy cards here. It's not particularly useful, to be honest with you, but what should we set up? Anything? I think we might as well get ourselves an Execute out in the hope that we can start building up to our Exeggutor a little bit later. The reason I'm putting an extra energy on Raticate is just because I'm anticipating him being destroyed at some point soon. And when he does, it'll be handy if he puts in a few energies into the discard pile to power up our Alolan Exeggutor. Okay. He's going to try and build that up to its full 4 energy stack so that it can get a destructive cutting wind out, which is a good move. Desperately searching for his Charmeleon and his Charizard. He's got an Evolution Incense, which means he's going to be able to pick one of them straight out of his deck. Hopefully he doesn't have a Charizard waiting in his hand, because if he does, this could all go very south very quickly. I don't have a great set of cards out at the moment, despite this early strong start with Raticate. I haven't managed to take any of his prize cards yet. He's pulled the Magcargo into his deck, and we're pulling a lot of energy here. That is one of the major downsides of this deck, is that it just likes to give you energy on energy on energy. I'm tempted to use the escape rope, but I just want to win one of his prize cards at this point, hopefully buy myself a little bit more time to build out the bench. He obviously doesn't have his Charizard yet, He's desperately looking for it. Drawing another 3 cards now. Fingers crossed he doesn't have it. He's also got Sudowoodo out on the bench, which he will definitely use to draw cards next, I expect, if he doesn't think I've got anything that can kill it. He may also be tempted to pull his Yanma out just to get that quick kill on Alolan Raticate. I think I would definitely do that if I was him. Now I've got a decision to make. Do I chuck all of this energy into the bin? I think that's a good move. Let's get rid of the dark and the psychic, because as soon as this Yanma's defeated, something else is good, powerful is going to come out, and we don't really want that ideally. Because fortunately this Raticate can hit for the this Rattata can hit for the 20 we need to get our first prize card. And yeah, he's going to trade back and kill this Rattata, no doubt. Although if I was him, I'd be tempted to put Sudowoodo. Oh, that's an interesting move. Perhaps he has his Charizard ready. You should think he might be banking on pulling that Charizard, you know. Oh, he's gone for another Charmander. That means he's willing to sacrifice his Charmeleon at the moment. That takes 2 energy costs to retreat, so I don't see he's going to load it up. It's going to be nice to get his Charmeleon out of the picture pretty early. Hopefully we pull our Alolan Exeggutor pretty soon. Interesting. Now Raticate can still hit for 60, but obviously that's not enough to defeat Charmeleon. Tempted to hit him with Rattata first, but even that won't be enough. Charmeleon's going to be, for Charmeleon to be defeated on the next turn. Tempted to use the escape rope, but probably not the best idea. What does this move do? Discard the top 3 cards of your deck. I'm going to load up Execute, and I'm going to... What do I do? What's the best move here? Let's retreat, because Charmeleon isn't going to be able to kill Raticate on his next turn. He's got a 0 retreat cost. Let's hope that he doesn't pull that Charizard on the next turn, and if he doesn't, we'll have that Charmeleon dead. He may also retreat as Charmeleon. That would probably be my preference. Oh, I think we're still, yeah, I didn't bank on him having one of those ready. We need to hit for 30 damage. We can hit for 20 with Furfruit. We also could have hit for 20 with Rattata. This is difficult to think about. I think I'm going to just go for that. Because we have got a Grass Energy in there. I'd have been better off putting a Psychic on Furfrou just to build up the range of energy cards that we've got in the discard pile. If he pulls the Charizard now, it will be an extremely clutch move. But it looks like he's going to focus on building up his Magcargo instead, because he's Charizard starved over there. It is exactly what we hope for a Charizard player. We don't want those getting out too early. Hopefully I didn't speak too soon. He's going to pull another 3 cards. Has it got what he's looking for? Yes, it does. That does make things more difficult. I think our chances of succeeding in this battle and this tournament as a whole just decreased significantly. Oh no. After all the trouble it took to get here, all the tickets I had to win, looks like this series might be continuing a little bit longer unless something absolutely miraculous happens. We're going to have to wait and see. That's not much use to us at the moment because... it could be though. Okay. We're going to have to do something a bit risky. Yes, we'll take some energies. We'll take a Grass and a Psychic. So the plan here is going to be to build up this Raticate quickly, just enough so that we can use his evil orders to pull out an Alolan Exeggutor and hope that that's enough to turn this game around. That's the only chance we got. He's still got a pretty dangerous Yanmar on the bench over there, the Yanmega. That can hit for up to 130 damage. Exeggutor can tank that. And at the moment, our Exeggutor is going to be hitting for 80 damage, so we need to get something else in the discard pile if we can. We need to get a fighting energy in there. Okay. We're only going to be able to pull one card with this unless we get another. Ah, we've pulled the Exeggutor anyway. Interesting. In that case, let's think about how else best we can use it. What other cards do we want in the discard pile? So we want a fighting in there. Let's give that to Raticate for that reason. We don't have enough to deal any damage, unfortunately. And we're only going to be able to pull one card. What would be the best card to pull? That is difficult to say. I think, actually, if we pick something that lets us get rid of some energy, or perhaps, yeah, let's pick an Ultra Ball. That way we can decide which Pokemon to pull later and get rid of a couple more energies. Oh, this is tight. Can't say I don't bring you Jar Armor on this channel. He's only got 2 prize cards left to take. I've only got 1 Pokemon left in the field. We're now going to hit for 100 damage, which is going to be enough to destroy that Charizard. And probably the Yanmega afterwards. Do we want to get anything else in there? I might as well put Soul Rock out just in case we need it as a buffer. Yep, we're doing it. At least we've managed to defeat his Charizard. Please be an Execute. Oh, it would have been so handy if that was an Execute. Then I could use my Ultra Ball to get another Exeggutor out with my final card. He's going to severely weaken my Exeggutor here. But it will give me the chance to take it out. Unfortunately, he's got another one on the bench ready. I'm tempted to say, let's try our luck with, what do we need in there? So we don't have any water in there at the moment, so we don't have any water to get rid of either. That's not ideal. Sandshrew makes sense. No, we haven't got enough turns really to make the most of it. Let's get an Execute out, just in case we get fortunate. And pull another Exeggutor exactly when we need to. Ah, do you know what I should have done? I really should have done. I should have used the escape rope there. And then put the energy on the Soul Rock so that I could have just killed Yanma with the Soul Rock. But we live and learn. Oh, that's the mistake that might well have ended up costing me this tournament. If this is an Alolan Exeggutor, it's our only chance of turning things around. And it's not, but it is something that gives us a chance to draw 4 more cards. There's a chance we could get lucky there. Right, this is a Hail Mary. If we can pull an Alolan Exeggutor in this turn, we stand a chance of still winning this game. I would say it's looking kind of unlikely. We could stall him using the escape rope, but let's hope we pull one now. No such luck. I should also have pulled the Exeggutor out earlier. Now he's going to be able to do 60 damage, which could actually destroy that, but let's buy ourselves some more time in the hopes that we'll pull our Exeggutor out. Because Soul Rock should be able to tank one of those. Yeah, there's not much we can do here, people. Just praying on pulling the right card at this point. Oh, he's gone for it anyway. He's done it. Fair play. Well played. The tournament dream is over. The pain is real. First round knockout. I'd hope for a better result than that, but thanks for sticking with me on this journey, I suppose, for those of you that have. And I guess it's time to go back and build up some more tickets. The good news is I think we might actually have enough tickets to jump back in straight away. So stay tuned. We're going to have another crack at this nut.